What's good, everyone? Welcome to 6 a.m. in the morning, also known as the K-pop findings. I'm Jeff, and today we're checking out Monsta X Shoot Out. They've been releasing a couple songs this year. I know they released Shoot Out, which is a Japanese song of theirs, and they've also released Jealousy. So it's really cool, really dope. I'm curious as to what style they decided to pick up for this song. Should be good. I'm going to give you guys some recommendations, and I'm also going to break the song down into 3 parts: the vocals, the dance, the music video aesthetics, and then the recommendations. All the songs I talk about today are going to be in the description box below for your convenience, so check them out and give them a click. And speaking of clicking, don't forget to click the subscribe button and grace it so you can stay up to date with all the content, reactions, analysis I do on this channel. Alright, let's do this. Grab something to drink. Yeah, just grab something to drink and let's see what we find. Can't do this one-handed. Okay, so this is definitely a very slow, angsty, but very passionate song. It's not really a desperation so much as there's just a lot of angst. The music video has a lot of really well-lit scenes, and it's actually really clean in terms of setting. There are like grungy, dirtier moments, but overall they're still trying to keep the aesthetic clean, bright rooms, especially for the dancing. They have large white rooms or large sets, so not a lot of obstacles, so they can kind of highlight the dance and let that be a big focal point. There are also a lot of sets, a lot of set changes, but for the most part it follows this kind of trapped jail cell feel. There's even a fence to kind of close them in, and you're just getting this overall feeling that they're stuck inside the place, trapped, and they can't get out. There's a lot of facial expressions in here, and there's a lot of intensity. It's definitely like they definitely have this strong glare kind of look. It's not really so much a sad as it's kind of a desperation or an anger to kind of get out of the situation they're in. There's a lot also gothic parts, some details. There are moments where they have like chains on them. They have that weird lip chain thing. If you wear it, that's on you, but I'm way too scared to have that. They definitely have a couple chokers here and there, some kind of punk gothic face mask, and they even play with some tarot cards here and there. So there's a lot of aesthetic elements that kind of give that gothic kind of, not evil, but like mysterious, a little bit kind of feel. Overall, their outfits are just pretty dark, nothing too strong. I think even one of their brightest outfits is kind of like a deep olive green. A lot of black. There's also a lot of straps and belts that actually shoot this kind of like weird straight jacket kind of look. Not everyone has it, but I think it's a nice element to add here and there. And like I said before, a lot of gothic elements. It's cool. It's definitely trying to give a darker feel, but still with a brighter set, so you can kind of see all the little details. Alright, to the dance. The dance is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. They do show a lot of it. The killing point is definitely not too complicated, pretty easy. It's definitely this kind of pointing in one direction, your body's in another, and you're kind of just doing a body roll to it. So it's pretty cool. It matches that kind of shootout intensity. The shootout is the title, so it works there. They also do like a shotgun shooting motion throughout some points in the song, so they're definitely trying to implement and work with the title. There are a lot of times where they slow down to kind of highlight some moves, highlight some isolations. Overall, it's a pretty straightforward dance, nothing too crazy. There's some ticking, no big arm movements, no big traveling across. They're just trying to say, it kind of almost accentuates the concept of being trapped or stuck in one spot. Lastly, they also kind of highlight on that whole gothic kind of angsty feel. They have a lot of moments where they're covering the face, or they're looking down. They're playing with their facial expressions as well, but those kind of 2 elements where they're kind of hiding, kind of making it almost a darker set with their dancing. Nice touch. Adds to the music video, continues the angsty vibe, angsty feel we're getting from them. Lastly, the vocals and music. So Monsta X tends to follow the multiple rap section meta. I'm called the multiple rap section meta because it appears multiple times, and they're not the only group to do it. It's definitely common right now within a lot of groups. They have some pretty intense rap sections. There's, I believe, 2 of them to be exact. They definitely have a lot of speed. The rap sections aren't just slow or groovy. They're like pretty fast, not really slowing down for anybody. they definitely switch to vocal parts, and those are definitely slower. I believe in the halftime they're singing. When they do hit halftime and the part after it, when they return to the chorus, they do drop a high note, which is a nice differentiating touch, but it still follows the multiple rap section meta. Monsta X tends to follow this multiple rap section meta even in their earlier days with songs like Hero. So nothing too crazy, nothing too new. Their chorus is super catchy, and they even towards the end of the chorus they have this kind of catchy Pac-Man-ish moment. It sounds like a Pac-Man sound with some instrumental, and this instrumental is consistent through the whole song, but it's the Pac-Man-ish sound that they implement, matches the dance, and it kind of just adds something kind of weird and jarring. It stands out a lot. Alright, recommendations. First one I'm going to talk about is Monsta X's Jealousy. It came out a couple months ago, I think 6 or 7. Still relatively new, relatively fresh. Follows a lot of similarities. Has the multiple rap section meta, has definitely an angsty feel, but it's different. It's much darker. There's definitely a lot of shadows. Still highlights the dance, still allows you to see it and accentuates it, but definitely darker, definitely dirtier. The dirty scenes are actually dirty and not as clean as they were in Shoot Out. There's definitely bigger arm movements, they're covering more ground, not as restricted as Shoot Out was, using a lot of high notes. There's definitely more of those, definitely a faster paced song, definitely an angrier song overall. It's similar, it's cool, but it definitely gives you a different style from Monsta X. A little darker and angrier than Shoot Out. Alright, from other groups, It's Killing Me. This is definitely a similar but very different song at the same time. Definitely the first thing you would probably notice if you're watching the music videos, their clothes aren't as dark, not so much black. They're really just wearing whatever the hell, but it's a lot brighter. There's reds, there's blues, there's a lot of different colors, but they're still able to implement that angsty feel. They have rap sections, they have slower song singing sections after, and even in the chorus they have an instrumental part. They have big sets to accentuate the dancing, except there's more neon, a different type of angst, different type of music video with different lighting. Definitely check it out. It's something worth looking at. It's similar, but still different style. Alright, last recommendation is Infinite's Bad. It's a little bit of a throwback to 2015. Still a good song, but it doesn't follow the abundant rap meta. Definitely more singing. We can argue that some sections are a rap section, but I really wouldn't. I don't think it's the same. It's a different style. I like it, but still shows that angst. This is an angry, desperate type of angst. This is a different sound. Definitely a little bit older. You can tell. You can tell the difference between music now and music in 2015, 2010, and even before. There's a lot of different styles, and it definitely changes within that 3-year span. A lot changes. A lot of stuff changes. The abundant rap meta, big changes. There's definitely infinite style to have a lot of singing. The sets are clean, crisp, accentuates dancing. The chorus is catchy, and it's nothing too crazy. There's definitely creepy moments in the music video. It's very interesting. I think it's kind of, yeah, it's definitely creepy. Definitely worth looking into. There's a lot of elements to the music video, so check it out. So that's it for Monsta X Shoot Out. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was weird? Let me know. And also let me know any opinions or suggestions you got for what other content I should make. As usual, all the songs I mentioned are in the description box below for your convenience. So check them out, give them a click. And speaking of clicking, don't forget to grace the subscribe button with a click. Alright guys, until next time.